Alright, so here's a quick video since this is when I go through TikTok, when I go through Twitter, you see these different NFT groups. You see, Dognals or whatever, however you say them, Bored Apes. Um, you see that other dog one. I don't know what it's called. Choose Rich. Nick supports it. A couple other people, big influencers. And you look at all these NFT groups and the people that rally behind these groups and the marketing they do and the promoting they do, with that being their PFP, how they speak and influence others. And it's usually, I'm trying to say this where it's like, the way they put out information, they're not even putting out information. A lot of the stuff they do is like very clickbait, and it's not that informative sometimes. And when you look into these groups and you go into these NFTs, you're one, buying into the project itself, and then two, buying into the narrative that it's building around it. And when you look at Fuzzy and you see everybody that is early adopting it right now, and you see how they're acting, it is much different than these other groups. And this is just me, you know, analyzing, making an idea, a theory. But a lot of these KOLs, they're, like I said, just using clickbait. And when you really look into the Fuzzy group and the people that are supporting the token, the NFT project, and XRP as a whole, a lot of these people that I see that, support me and, I support them, we're all promoting to educate people on the deeper lore, one, but also the bigger picture of what's happening. I feel like the people in this group, and this is why I gravitate to it so much, are truly trying to guide people at least to XRP. And everything that has to do with Fuzzy is education. The biggest part of it is educating people on what XRP is doing and going to do. And Fuzzy is explaining all that, one through the website, one through the imagery and the art. But then you have everybody that is a part of this, and they are just trying to educate everybody and give people the right information to do your own research and come up with your own analysis on the project itself, but also XRP. And I'm just sitting here driving thinking about it, that all of these groups have something to push and why they're doing it. And I really believe that Fuzzy is pushing something further greater with education and educating everybody on what's going on. And you either see it or you don't. But because again, I keep on swiping through TikTok, Twitter, whatever, and I see these KOLs that have their PFPs up, and a lot of it is just clickbaity comedy, no sustenance. But when I do pay attention to the Fuzzy group, not trying to say it's just superior, but I personally connect to it because I do believe it's doing something far greater within the community and the way it's built, especially at the base of what it's built. The people that are in it now are people that really care much more about what's going on in general, in society, in politics, in the economy. And it's being promoted through us, just people that are supporting this project like myself. So, I don't know. That was just a quick thought, and I just wanted to get it out before I forgot it. Because when you look into these projects and you look to invest and you look to, put your money, your XRP or your ETH or your SOL into whatever project or any chain you're on, that's what I like to look for. Like, why am I in this? And, to me, that's a big deal, that everybody cares more in this group, in my opinion, beyond just having the PFP that, created a high floor, or the meme coin that went to $1 billion market cap. What are the people in the community actually doing around the community? Are they actually helping others or guiding others in the right direction? And I truly believe that Fuzzy is doing that, and doing it in the best way. So that's it. No lore talk, just deeper thoughts on what I think is going on and why I'm so convicted. So it always makes me think further in, like, how XRP will flip Bitcoin, and why that is becoming the slogan, and how that is going to come into reality. Why is that being said by Fuzzy? Why is that a thing? Why is that a big deal? Why is that even possible? And then you start to think the ideas as to how it will be done. And for me personally, it's I truly believe that that is possible now. And I do think that XRP will flip Bitcoin because of what I have learned on my own, and then also what I have been taught through this community. So I think that's the narrative you should look into. Why and how will XRP flip Bitcoin?